On this episode of Hornet News Now, we learn all about the scholarship that's got art students showing off their skills.
The THEA Scholarship is really looking to get to know students.
Also, we catch up with one of our 3 National Merit Scholarship finalists.
I was really excited, and then I told my parents. They were really excited.
Plus, Grant Johnson gives us an update on what's going on at the volleyball court and the football field. All of that and more on this episode of Hornet News Now. Welcome to Hornet News Now. I'm Chelsea Jensen.
And I'm Carson Hobson, filling in for Taylor Dischinger.
For anyone who has attended the pre-tryout practices and is interested in trying out for the archery team this year, tryouts will take place October 9th through the 12th.
Tryouts will be held in the junior high black box. You can find more information listed in the Google Classroom.
Also, Spirit Week starts this coming Monday. This year's themes include Rhyme Without Reason, TV Tuesday, Worker Wednesday, TLC Thursday, and Disco Day.
The homecoming dance will also be that Saturday on the 14th. Tickets will not be sold at the door, so be sure to purchase tickets before they run out during either lunch.
The month of October is National Principals Month, and we'd like to thank Dr. Edwards and the amazing team of assistant principals.
If you happen to see them in the hallways, be sure to show them your appreciation.
Applying to college and getting accepted can be hard enough, but paying for it is a whole nother story. The THEA Foundation has an arts scholarship open to all Arkansas seniors hoping to further their education past the high school level. Here's Hornet News Now reporter Nevaeh Soot with more.
Awarding its first scholarship in 2002, the THEA Foundation has awarded over $2.6 million to artistic high school seniors here in Arkansas. The foundation offers many different categories, including visual arts. Ms. Peterson is an art teacher here at Bryant High School and is encouraging students to apply.
I think that if a student is interested and willing to put forth the effort, you never know what will happen out of it. And if there's funds out there, and specifically for Arkansas students, that limits the pool and increases opportunities for students.
Ms. Peterson has worked with students to help figure out ideas that increase their chance of winning.
The THEA Scholarship is really looking to get to know students. And so I've had students who have come up with ideas that may seem pretty generic and doesn't share their voice because they think that that's what other people want to see, and that's not necessarily the case. They really want to know who you are as an individual.
This year's prompt for the scholarship is individual and beautiful. Senior applicant Ken Reese has her own interpretation of what that means.
It means to me the different individuality and beauty of other people, not necessarily myself. I kind of thought of it in a way of others around me and those that I see in themselves and their stories rather than myself.
Creating the piece has not been smooth sailing throughout the whole process for Ken.
So far it has been frustrating, but I've been managing to get through with it and see what I like and what I don't like.
For Ken, the chance of winning a scholarship is not the only appealing aspect. He's using this as a chance to prepare for her future.
I plan on being an animator, so this is a very good opportunity for me to enhance those kinds of skills that I'll need to be an animator. I'm choosing to apply to the scholarship to not only enhance my skills, but also see how I can work under time.
For Hornet News Now, I'm Nevaeh Soot.
Wow, doesn't all of that artwork look amazing?
It really does. I hope the seniors entering receive good news once the winners are announced later this year.
Our program stays busy with a variety of content that we want you to know about.
In the newsroom, here's Hannah Rednick with what's happening this month with Hornet Media.
Thanks, Chelsea. In case you missed it, the first episode of the Bryant Buzz was released this week. The show features Bryant's longtime teacher, Mr. Seal, and a report on the new cell phone policy on campus. Check out the Bryant Buzz on our YouTube channel. Plus, a new episode of Buzzworthy, found on the Hornet News Network Instagram page, will be out October 13th. October is the busiest month here at Bryant, so make sure you're staying up to date with events and reminders. And when we return, our student spotlight, plus sports and the weather. Stay with us, you're watching Hornet News Now.
Are you following us online? Check out the Hornet News Network Instagram page for all the announcements and game highlights. Also on our Instagram, hosts Hannah Rudnick and Taylor Dissinger provide you with the Buzzworthy, a show to keep you informed on all things student related. Plus, subscribe to the Bryant High School Hornet Media YouTube channel so that you don't miss an episode of Hornet News Now or the Bryant Buzz. And if that isn't enough, take a listen to our various podcasts on Spotify or Apple Podcasts by searching Hornet Media Productions. Here you will find podcasts like The Front Line, All Things Football, or What's Happening Hornets, where they discuss all things Bryant related. It's all happening here with Hornet Media.
Welcome back to Hornet News Now. I'm Chelsea Jensen.
And I'm Carson Hobson. The National Merit Scholarship Program is a United States academic scholarship competition for recognition and university scholarships. Bryant High School has 3 semifinalists, including Logan Geisler, Jonah Wagner, and Julia Murray. Hornet News Now reporter Natalie Maharg got to sit down with Julia to figure out how she got there.
This week's spotlight is Bryant High School student Julia Murray. Julia has been recently announced as a National Merit semifinalist.
I was really excited, and then I told my parents. They were really excited, so I would just say excitement was number one.
Students took a nationwide test in October, and their scores determined if they qualify to become a National Merit semifinalist.
It's based off your PSAT score, and if you score within the top 1%, you get to become one. So.
Julia describes the next step in the process after becoming a semifinalist.
Right now, I just submitted my application, and then the school has to submit my transcript and an ACT score, and hopefully I'll become a finalist.
For Hornet News Now, I'm Natalie Maharg.
Thanks, Natalie. Now it is time for an update on all things Hornet athletics. Joining us in studio is Grant Johnson.
Thanks, Chelsea. The football team is on the road this week after beating Jonesboro 42-14 last week. The team is now 4-1 and 2-0 in 7A Central play. The volleyball team beat Central Tuesday night 3-0 and also beat North Little Rock on Thursday. They return home next Tuesday to take on Cabot. We will be live streaming that game at BryantAthletics.com. Now on to Kira Evans with our 3-day weather forecast.
Thanks, Grant. We're starting off the weekend with some cool weather. Look out for clear skies today. Also this weekend, expect cooler temperatures in the 60s and lower 70s. That's all for your weekend forecast, but don't forget, what falls but never reaches the ground? The temperature. Back to you, Chelsea and Carson.
Thanks, Kira. That's all the time we have for today on this episode of Hornet News Now.
You can keep up to date with the Hornet Media program by following us online on our YouTube channel and on Instagram at Hornet News Network.
Be sure to join us again on October 13th and keep a lookout for an upcoming episode of our monthly show, The Bryant Buzz.
And don't forget to tune in to the all-new episode of Buzzworthy, airing Monday on our Instagram. I'm Chelsea Jensen.
And I'm Carson Hobson. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.